Jai Swaminarayan, welcome to Gokul Dham learning class. Okay friends, today we are learn about our new lesson. Now the name of the lesson or name of the chapter is that metal and non-metal. Okay, that means today we are learn about metal and non-metal. Okay, now before we are going to see metal and non-metal, we should needs to understood here first 20 elements. Okay, their symbol, their name and their valency also, because valency is decide which element is known as metal and which element is known as non-metal. Okay, so now that is the importance of valency. So that is the reason we are going to first of all learn or see here symbol of first 20 elements, their atomic number, name and valency also. Okay, so now here is the first 20 elements. Okay, so now the atomic number of 1 is, so atomic number 1 is for hydrogen. That means atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Okay, so now it is symbolized by capital H, and the name of the capital H is we are write here hydrogen. Okay, now we should needs to write here electronic configuration. Okay, so now we are write here electronic configuration. So now the electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1. Okay, now atomic number of helium is 2. Atomic number of helium is 2. So symbol of helium is H capital, E small, and the name of He is helium. Okay, and the electronic configuration of helium is 2. Okay, now atomic number of lithium. Lithium is 3. So we are write here like this lithium, and the electronic configuration of lithium is 3. Okay, now beryllium. Atomic number of beryllium is 4. So we can write here name of symbol of beryllium. So beryllium. Okay, and the electronic configuration of beryllium is 2. Then boron. So atomic number of boron is 5. So we can also write here boron, and then electronic configuration is 2,3. Then carbon. So we can also write like this carbon, and electronic configuration is 2,4. Okay, then atomic number of 7. So now nitrogen, atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So now we can also write here nitrogen, and electronic configuration is 2,5. Now atomic number of oxygen is 8. So we can write here name of the element is oxygen, and the electronic configuration is 2,6. Okay, then atomic number of fluorine is 9. So we can also write like this fluorine. Okay, now electronic configuration is 2,7. Okay, then atomic number of neon. This one is known as neon. So now atomic number of neon is 10. So we are write name like this neon. Okay, so atomic number of neon is 28. Now we are going to see here sodium. So now the atomic number of sodium is 11, and name is that sodium. Okay, so we are write here sodium, and atomic number is 281, because atomic number of sodium is 11. So we can write here 281. Okay, then magnesium. So we are write here name magnesium. Atomic number of magnesium 12. So that is the reason we can write here electronic configuration write like this 282. Aluminium. Atomic number of aluminium is 13. So we can write aluminium. So we can write electronic configuration of aluminium is 283. Okay, silicon. Atomic number of silicon is 14. So silicon. So atomic number of silicon is 283. 4. Okay, then phosphorus, atomic number of phosphorus is 15. So phosphorus. Okay, so electronic configuration is 285. Then sulfur, atomic number of sulfur is 16. So we can write electronic configuration right like this, 286. Then chlorine, atomic number of chlorine is 17. So we can write EC, that means electronic configuration is 287. Then argon, so we can write like this, and electronic configuration is 288. Okay, then phosphor, okay, so potassium, and last and final one is calcium. Okay, so now name of this one is potassium, and electronic configuration of potassium is 2881. Okay, and then last and final one is calcium. So we can write here calcium. Okay, and electronic configuration is 2882. Okay, so now these are the atomic number, electronic configuration, name and symbol of each and every element. Now we should needs to write here valency. So now everyone look at here, electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1. So now hydrogen have get +1. Okay, then helium get +2, lithium get +3. Okay, then beryllium get +2, boron get +3, because there are outermost cell get 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electrons, 2 electron and 3 electrons. So that is the reason we are right here valency of hydrogen is +1, valency of helium is +2, valency of lithium is +3, valency of beryllium is +2, and boron is +3. Okay, now everyone keep it in your mind. Carbon, so carbon cannot give or accept electron from other elements. So that is the reason carbon किसी को इलेक्ट्रॉन देता भी नहीं और किसी से इलेक्ट्रॉन लेता भी नहीं है. That means suppose if you want to write here minus or +4, so we can write also. That means carbon cannot give on electron other elements. So that is the reason we cannot write here anything. But now carbon is known as tetravalency because there are 4 electron outermost energy level. Okay, so now carbon is known as tetravalency. Okay, now nitrogen have 5 electron in their outermost energy level. Okay, and if we want to complete this cell, so we should need 3 electrons. So now that is the reason we are right here -3. Okay, we should need 2 electron in oxygen, so we are right here -2. Okay, then fluorine need here 1 electron, so we are right here -1. And neon, so neon is known as noble gas. So यहाँ पे जो है वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन कंप्लीट हो रही है. दैट मीन्स ये जो है नोबल गैस है. दैट मीन्स के ये किसी के साथ इलेक्ट्रॉन शेयर भी नहीं करता और किसी से भी इलेक्ट्रॉन लेता भी नहीं है. दैट मीन्स we should needs to write their dash. Okay, then valency of sodium. So now friends, everyone look at here, how many electrons are outermost energy level have. So now there are 1 electron, so that means the valency of sodium is +1, that means +1. Okay, now magnesium have 2 electron in their outermost energy level, so that means magnesium get +2. Okay, then aluminium, so outermost energy level 3 electrons, so now we can write here +3. Okay, now same as carbon. Okay, so now silicon is performing here same as carbon. Okay, so now we are going to see here phosphorus. Now the electronic configuration of phosphorus is 285 and the outermost energy level have 5 electron. That means he should needs to complete their electronic structure. So 3 needs 3 electron. That means we are right here -3, 6 electron outermost energy level have, so need 2 electron complete their electronic configuration. So we should needs to write here -2, then 1 electron need, so we are right there -1. Okay, now argon is same performing here neon. That means argon, everyone look at here, argon, then neon. Okay, argon, then neon, and then helium. These 3 elements are known as noble gases because they are completed their electronic configuration. Now look at here, 2 electron, 2,8 and 288. That means complete their electronic configuration. So that is the reason we are saying that argon, neon and helium is known as noble gases. Okay, now we are going to see second last element. So second last element is that potassium. Electronic configuration is 2881. That means outermost energy level have 1 electron. That means the charge of potassium is +1. And last element is calcium. So electronic configuration of calcium is 2882. Everyone look at here, outermost energy level have 2 electron. That means we have get +2. Okay, now everyone look at here, this is the valency of first 20 elements. Okay, now as I saying that this table is most important for us. So now how can we decide, or how can we saying that this table is most important for us? So now we are going to see how it is most important for us. Okay, so now everyone look at here, we should needs to underline or circle on positive charge. So now we are circle on positive charge. So these are the positive valency. Okay, that means gaining electron. So जो एलिमेंट इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करता है वहां पे हम पॉजिटिव चार्ज अप्लाई करते हैं, और जो एलिमेंट्स इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करता है वहां पे हम यहाँ पे माइनस चार्ज अप्लाई करते हैं. दैट मीन्स -3. ओके, नाउ जहां पे पॉजिटिव है वहां पर ही हमें सर्कल करना है. ओके, सो नाउ this one is also positive, this is also okay, this one is positive and this is also okay. now जहां पे नेगेटिव हमें दिखाई दे रहा है, नेगेटिव चार्ज, वहां पे हम स्क्वायर जो है वो ड्रॉ करेंगे. ओके, सो नाउ दिस इज अवर नेगेटिव वैलेंसी. दैट मीन्स एक्सेप्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन. सो जो एलिमेंट इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करता है वहां पे हमें नेगेटिव जो है वो साइन हमें राइट करनी है या फिर दर्शानी है. ओके, सो नाउ एवरीवन लुक एट हियर, वी आर क्लासिफाइड इनटू पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव चार्जेस. ओके, सो नाउ एवरीवन लुक एट हियर, now the element have positive charge, all are known as metal. Okay, so as I saying that this table is most important for us, so now that is the reason. So now I repeat one more time, the element have positive charge. Now the element have positive charge, which one is known as metal. That means suppose element have positive charge, so it is known as metal. So now how many elements have positive charge? So now everyone look at here, how many elements have positive charge? So now you can see here, sodium get positive charge, magnesium get positive charge. Okay, so यहाँ पे हम राइट करते हैं सोडियम get positive charge, magnesium get positive charge, then aluminum get positive charge, okay, then potassium also get positive charge, okay, then calcium also get positive charge. That means the element which have positive valency, that means positive charge, which is known as metal. That means sodium, magnesium, aluminum, potassium and calcium are known as metal. Okay, now we are going to see here non-metal. Okay, so now everyone look at here, what is non-metal? So now as I saying that the element which have negative charge, the element which have negative charge or valency, so the element which have negative charge or valency, so how many elements have negative charge? So now everyone look at here, nitrogen have negative, oxygen have negative, fluorine have negative, okay, then phosphorus have negative, sulfur have negative, and then chlorine also get negative charge. Okay, and most important thing is that as we are saying that कार्बन किसी से लेता भी नहीं है इलेक्ट्रॉन और किसी को देता भी नहीं है. Okay, so now nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, then chlorine, sulfur, phosphorus have get negative charge. That means phosphorus, sorry, okay, so phosphorus, then sulfur, then chlorine. So now these are the examples of non-metallic elements. Okay, so now this is known as metal and non-metal. So now I hope you can understood properly how can we saying that this one is metal and this one is non-metal. Okay, so now if you want to say something about metal and non-metal, so you should needs to say with the help of table. Okay, so now we are saying with the help of table. So now these elements are known as metal and these elements are known as non-metal. Okay, now we are going to see here some physical properties of metal and non-metal. Okay, so first of all we are going to see here physical, that means physical means जो हमें बाहर से दिखाई देता है वो. ओके, सो बाहर से जो हम ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं उसे हम फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज कहते हैं. ओके, सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी हियर फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. ओके, सो नाउ metal have ductility and malleability. That means our first physical property is that metal have ductility and malleability. Ductility and malleability. Okay, second physical property is that the surface of metal shining. So जो भी मेटल है उसकी सरफेस ऑलवेज शाइनिंग करेगी. सपोज यहाँ पे हम एल्यूमिनियम ले रहे हैं तो एल्यूमिनियम की जो सरफेस हो वो ऑलवेज हमें शाइनिंग करती दिखाई देती है. ओके, नाउ सो द सरफेस ऑफ द मेटल इज शाइनिंग एंड पॉलिश्ड ऑल्सो. Okay, now all metals are solid in forms. That means जो भी metal हमें दिखाई देता है, that means all metals are solid in forms. So now all are solid in forms. But now in exceptions, mercury is in liquid in form. So now that is one of the exception of metal which is liquid in form. So now everyone keep it in your mind, mercury is the metal which is we can see or observe in liquid in form. Otherwise all metals are solid in forms. Okay, now second most important thing is that as I saying that all are solid in forms, that means all metals are hard. That means we cannot cut easily. But sodium we can cut sodium with the help of knife. Okay, that means sodium and potassium is also cut with the help of knife. Okay, so as I saying that all metals are solid in forms, that means all metals are hard, but potassium and sodium are soft. So soft, that is the reason we can cut with the help of knife. Okay, now fourth physical properties of metal is that it can be hammered. Okay, so it can be hammered and when hammered, so it is converted into foils. That means we can prepare foils with the help of hammering on metal. Okay. Now next physical property is it is good conductor of heat. Okay. So now it is good conductor of heat as well as electricity also. Okay. That means all metals are good conductor of heat and electricity also. Now next physical property is that MP that means melting point. I repeat one more time, MP means melting point and BP means boiling point. Okay, so now melting point and boiling point of metal is always high. That means melting point and boiling point of metal is high. Okay, now next physical property of metal is that it is produce ringing sound. Okay, so now metals are produce ringing sound. So all metals are produce ringing sound. All metals are produce ringing sound. And then we can make or prepare alloy with the help of metal. Okay, so now I would like to give one example of alloy is that SS. SS means stainless steel. So now stainless steel is completely made with the help of more than 2 or 3 metals. Okay, so now that means we can prepare alloy with the help of metal. Okay, now we are going to see here physical properties of non-metallic elements. Okay, so now physical properties of non-metallic element. So now physical property of non-metal is it is opposite to the metallic physical properties of metal. Okay, so now suppose metal have ductility and malleability. So now physical property of non-metal is that non-metal does not possess ductility and malleability. So we can also write here does not or do not possess ductility and malleability. Okay, so now malleability. Okay, then all are liquid or gaseous in form. Okay, so all are liquid or gaseous in form. Okay, now next physical property of non-metal is that when you are hammered on non-metallic element, so it can be brittle. So now most important physical property of non-metal is it is brittle. Okay, now it is physical property of metal is that it is good conductor of heat and electricity, but now it is opposite in non-metallic element, so it is bad conductor. That means we are right here poor conductor. So now poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, so now it is poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, now everyone look at here in metal. So melting and boiling point of metal is high. So opposite in non-metallic element. So melting and boiling point is low compared to the metallic element. Okay, now everyone look at here next physical property in metal. So produce ringing sound. Metal produce ringing sound, but in non-metal it is not possible. That means cannot produce ringing sound. Okay, so now cannot produce ringing sound. Okay, Now, last physical property of metal is that we are make alloy with the help of metal, but we cannot make alloy with the help of non-metallic element. Okay. Now, everyone look at here. Graphite is most important non-metallic element. Okay. So today we are learn here physical properties of metal and non-metal. Okay, then how can we decide that this element is known as metallic element and this element is known as non-metallic element? Okay, I hope you all are understood properly. If you have any question, so ask me in next video. Jai Swaminarayan.